Hello YouTube, this is Bash back again for CPC D League Season 5 Week 7. We are up against Zombie Captain. Let's see what his team. Let me pull up his team aside here. Wrong thing. Yeah, so we are currently what is it? 4-2 at this point. Looking pretty strong. We did have that loss last week. It was kind of due to some hacks, but it's fine. It's Pokemon. It happens to the best. It happens to everyone. And unfortunately, we didn't win last week. But we're gonna stay strong and we're gonna keep going through. Let's see. Let me make sure this is the team yet. I don't think. Oh. Okay. His team, Zombie's team, consists of Manaphy, Zard X, Gliscor, Mimikyu, Azo, Superior, Umbreon, Registeel, Lycanroc Dusk, Hitmonchan, Ampharos, and Blissey, with Z captains to be Manaphy and Registeel. My team consists of, you already know it, Mega Mawile, Necrozma, Salamence, Nidoking, Ribombay, Alolan Persian, Decidueye, Volcanion, Mesprit, Porygon 2, Rotom Fan, and Scrafty. Z captains being Salamence and Alolan Persian. Just a heads up, I think the trade deadline is coming up. I think it's next. Is it this? I think it's next week. But if I end up making a transaction with my team, it's probably going to have to do with Rotom Fan, because Rotom Fan I feel like hasn't been really useful on my team. Came to one game, just died and pretty much immediately. So yeah. Let's go into this. So there's a lot of huge threats. He definitely has the matchup in his favor. And my team does horrible against his team. Which really frightens me, because he just has such a good team. I just don't have the best ways to deal with his team at all. Like straight up the matchups horrendous. The Mimikyu alone just causes so many problems. The fact that I can't set up with mons like Salamence or Scrafty, or wait, who else? Can't set up with Necrozma. Can't set up with Ribombay. Can't set up with like most of my mons because of that thing right there. Then on top of that, Manaphy is a huge threat. Don't have the best checks to that. I mean, Volcanion is a pretty decent check, but like that's about it. And Volcanion gets pretty much gets beat down by other mons in his team because it can't do much to other mons, and it can't touch Manaphy. Volcanion can't do much to Manaphy to begin with, other than like roar it around or haze it. Charizard X, straight up, don't have a switching really. Porygon 2 pretty much, or Volcanion's the best, but like if I bring Volcanion, maybe I should have bought Volcanion, but like at the same time it doesn't really do much to some of his other mons. I feel like it's easy setup for some mons, but like I guess it wasn't the worst thing in the world if I brought Volcanion. Then also, let's see, the Superior don't have the best grass type switch-ins, I guess. I mean, Salamence is pretty good, but like he can run Dragon Pulse and stuff like that. And like Decidueye isn't the best at checking that kind of thing. Let's see, yeah, just not that good of a matchup. And even Blissey forces so much prep, because then you can't really hit it on the special side at all. And the combination of Blissey, Umbreon, and Registeel and Gliscor for defensive core just makes me prep so much more for them, which is very difficult for me. So yeah, this is the team we're going with. I'll show you the team real quick. We got Scrafty here, Lumberry, Dragon Dance, Drain Pulse, Knockoff, Iron Head, Choice Scarf, Mesprit, U-Turn, Zen, Headbutt, Toxic Trick, Porygon 2, Eviolite, Recover, Ice Beam, Foul Play, Discharge, Decidueye leftovers with Roost, Spirit Shackle, Curse, Leaf Blade. The point of this is to trap them in with Spirit Shackle and then curse them down like Registeel, or like Umbreon. Then Nidoking is Toxic Spikes, because he doesn't have the absorber. He doesn't have a T-Spike absorber, so that could help with the game. And last but not least, we got Salamence, which is Zayla Berry, Dragon Dance. So both of my Dragon Dance, my setup sweepers, are weak to Mimikyu. It's play rough moves, but like it's like the best I got. Like so, like if as soon as I break Mimikyu disguise, I think I can win this game. But it's gonna have to come down to that, and I have to make sure that he doesn't overpower me before that happens. So let's go into the game. Oh, sorry. He brought the Manaphy, Gliscor, Charizard X, Mimikyu, Registeel, and Serperior. And we're gonna start the game. I think with Mesprit, I think it's pretty decent lead. I could just U-turn around. I could Toxic. I could do whatever I want with this thing. Because it's Choice Scarf. There's not many things I would outspeed unless he brings the Choice Scarf himself, such as Choice Scarf Manaphy, Mimikyu, or Superior. Or I guess Gliscor too, but I don't know who would run Choice Scarf Gliscor really. Not in this matchup at least, because I have ways to deal with an offensive Gliscor. So I believe I go for Trick first turn. I'm expecting he probably expecting the trade of rocks, but I feel like tricking the Registeel could be really nice for things like Salmons. But maybe I should have kept on to the Choice Scarf. I guess we'll just have to see. As I go for the trick first turn, I get the Rocky Helmet, and he goes for Toxic, so he's just tricked into Toxic, so I could U-turn out here. I wish I went for Knockoff. That would have been a god tier play. Wait, did I have Knockoff again? No, I didn't Headbutt. Never mind. Because now he's into Gliscor. I'm in Needle King. I'm gonna try to force him out, making him think I'm Scarf. And I'm just going for a T-Spike here. Get those T-Spikes up. As he goes for a Seismic Toss now, both T-Spikes are up. That's really good for wearing down Charizard X, once in Mega Evolve, Superior, Manaphy, and Mimikyu. It's really good for them. So I'm gonna switch out here. Go do the Decidueye here. As he makes a play into Charizard X, I could have stayed in, gone for the Earth Power, which would have been pretty crazy, but Charizard X was such a good play on him, because either way, if I stayed in and clicked Earth Power, or I made the double into Decidueye knowing that Registeel is Scarf because of the Seismic Toss, it was a win-win for him in this situation. The only way it would have been bad is if I went for a Thunderbolt, which was very unlikely, but yeah. So he Mega Evolves, click Flare Blitz. I don't have a really good switch into this. I'm just going to sack the Decidueye at this point. The Decidueye didn't really have the necessary things I wanted to do, because I mean, here's the thing, Registeel's already checked, so it's kind of neutered already to begin with. So the only mon I would really want it for is maybe Gliscor, but even then it has the Toxic Orb, so like I don't know, and maybe just to check Superior maybe, but like in that case, it didn't really work out well for me. I think it just wasn't the best for me to have just try at this point. It was a sack fodder. I want Porygon 2 to come in for health, and he looked how much HP he lost for that. So I get the Tough Claws now with the Trace, and I could go for a Tri-Attack, I could go for a Discharge, go for a bunch of different things. I want to make the double into Nido King, expecting the Toxic, because I don't think he's clicking Seismic Toss. And I'm gonna click Ice Beam on this one, predicting the Gliscor, but he makes a good. I over predict, and now that's gonna cost me as he goes for a Tail Glow. If I went for Earth Power, that Manaphy would have been dead right here. But yeah, so that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna double out to Mesprit, sack this thing off. Mesprit isn't that helpful for the rest of the game, to be honest. And that's just gonna be a sack fodder here, as Manaphy's gonna go down with Mesprit. So that's good. The T-Spikes have been really important for this match. They're working pretty well. He goes into Gliscor. I go to Porygon 2, and I make another misplay here. I should have just stayed and click Ice Beam. I make the double out because I thought his knockoff was coming, because I need Porygon 2, but he goes for a sub, and now we're in a bad situation here. So we're gonna go. He goes for Earthquake, breaks the Shuka, and yeah, it's not looking too good. And even if it was Toxic, I was Poison Heal at that point. So I just don't know what I was thinking right there. Like it was just, well, I guess like in a knockoff, but like I should have just stayed and clicked Ice Beam. That was the play 100% of the time. And I basically screwed up because of that. Because now I lost Nidoking for nothing, and you're gonna see he's just gonna at this point he's gonna reveal the defog, which means that T-Spikes are gone, and I can't put T-Spikes back up, so that means Mimikyu is a huge problem still. So is Zard, so is Superior. Huge problem. And he goes for a Toxic now, and that's a huge problem for me too, because we're not looking too hot right now. And he's just going to keep clicking Toxic. I'm going to click Ice Beam, predicting the switches, I guess. I forgot what happens here. He goes for Zard X. If I got the pair here, that would have been absolutely fantastic, but I'm not going to get it. I believe I go for the Foul Play here. Doesn't do a lot at all. He gets the Flare Blitz off, so it brings him down low, and I think I get a crit here. Yeah, that sucks. I feel bad for that. Really sucks, but it's not gonna matter because you're gonna see in a second that he's pretty much got game here. Yeah, we did not. I should have kept Scarf on the Mass Spray. I could have dealt with Superior that way. But unfortunately, that's not the case, and he's gonna have Dragon Pulse for this. Yep. So that's GG. And yeah, Scrafty's not living one. So yeah, GG. We lost 3-0. He said before his team completely carried. Like it was really bad. Like I don't. I was surprised it brought the game that close. I mean, it did make the misplay with Porygon too, but like even then, it was just a really difficult matchup for presented in front of me. So hopefully we can bounce back next week. I don't remember who we're playing next week, but hopefully can. We do fall to 4-3, which is not that good because we're heading downhill now. 2 games in a row we lost, so we need to get back up there because we were in a good position, but now we're starting to drop in the standings a little bit. So we gotta look back up there. So GG to Zombie, and thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, Bash.